Around Town is made possible by funding from Comcast and is produced in partnership with Boston Neighborhood Network.
I'm Lindsay Briggs, and on this episode of Boston Neighborhood Network's Around Town, we'll take a guided tour through Chinatown's August Moon Festival. We'll make a quick visit to one of Boston's premier residential gardens. And we'll join East Boston's celebration of its ever-changing blend of cultures.
In 1969, they started the August Moon celebration for several reasons. One is that that was during the war, and people start to realize that we are Chinese Americans. We have a separate entity, although we love to be American, but after all, we are of Chinese origin. So that's one thing. They want to relive their culture. They want to know their culture, be familiar with the culture. August Moon Festival. The story goes back a long way. There are many, many different stories, but the most popular one was that there used to be a hero in China called Hu Yi. There were 10 suns rising together at the same time, and people were scorched to death because the sun was too hot. And then Hu Yi brought his arrow and bow and shot down 9 of the 10 suns so that it's comfortable with the one providing the light and providing the heat for the people. Because he was a hero, he was given the so-called the elixir of immortality. People want him to be a god. He didn't want to leave his wife, so he just hid it in a house. They tried to force his wife, Chang'e, to give up the elixir of immortality. She refused to give it up, and under pressure, she put it in her mouth and swallowed it, and then she became a god herself, and she decided to dwell in the moon. That's why the husband, in memory of her, put up the August Moon Festival in memory of her every year. There are other stories. In ancient China, there was a very big and ugly, violent animal called Nian. And Nian came out every year around the same time to kill people. And in order to fight off Nian, people fake lions. They beat the drum, making a lot of noises to try to scare away Nian. And then became the calendar year. 360 days is a Nian, because Nian came out every 360 days. I'm not sure how believable this story is, but that's how, that what people believe in. And Line dance is used to celebrate, not to mourn. It's used to have something new, a new president, a new mayor, a new house, something that is successful. The Chinese characters, you have two mainstreams now. The old traditional Chinese characters, they have more strokes. They are being used mostly now in Hong Kong, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, and in the United States, we still, all of the newspapers are using the traditional Chinese characters. But in current China, they have simplified the strokes, making a character have more multiple meanings than before. In terms of calligraphy, there are young people learning it like it's a form of art. It's an art. It's an art. Aside from all these folklores and chopsticks and line dances, we do have a philosophy central to our culture, and it is reflected in by the 8 characters on the Chinatown gate. There are 2 sides of the gate and 4 characters in each side. If you're coming from the Chinatown side, you see 4 words there, Li Yi Lian Shi. In English, it's to know right, to be right, to do right, and to put right. And then on this other side, on the other side of the gate, there are 4 characters. It says 天下为公, and that is under the sky, everybody is equal. And that's quite, that's quite similar to the American philosophy of God, family, and country. I think there are a lot more in common than if you think about it than different.
Amateur gardener Cheryl Wakeham is pretty modest about her talent, but Around Town was there when she was honored by Mayor Walsh for her contribution to the city.
Welcome everyone to the Boston Public Garden, the oldest botanical garden in the country, and a beautiful backdrop for the Mayor's Garden Contest Award ceremony. My name is Ryan Woods and I'm the Director of External Affairs with Boston Parks and Recreation, and I want to congratulate everyone here tonight.
I want to congratulate all of our gardeners that are here tonight and thank you for your time and your dedication. Certainly it's important because not only do you beautify your own garden, but you also beautify our neighborhoods and you send very strong messages, and people see those. And when oftentimes I'll be at events in other parts of the country and people will say to me, God, you really have incredible gardens in your city.
I don't sing, I don't dance, I don't play music. It's just, it's a wonderful, wonderful creative outlet for me. I call it my palette. I just love to create things and move things around and then see what comes up. It focuses you, it lets you forget about the day and just relax. Even though it's work, you get immediate gratification for the work that you do. And so much of life is not like that. So this is, it might take a month or 2, but you know it's going to happen. And spring, of course, is the best because you come out underneath the snow and then there's all that promise of what's coming. So that's my favorite time of year is spring. I can't wait to get out here. I just can't wait.
Eastie Pride Day was inaugurated 23 years ago by Councilor Sal LaMattina, who invites you to celebrate the day along with Mayor Marty Walsh and, of course, Boston Neighborhood Network and our team from around town.
Welcome to East Boston Pride Day. My name is Sal LaMattina. I'm the founder of East Boston Pride Day. Started this event 28 years ago when things in East Boston were a little different than they are today.
I think it's important for these Pride Days because it is about your community, about your neighborhood, and really, you know, for neighbors coming out and meeting each other. And, you know, back in the old days, you would know who lived in the street, who lived in your community. Today, it changes so quickly. So having a day like this really pulls the community together. East Boston is a very multicultural community, and there's a lot. You walk through this park today, you're seeing people from different countries. You're seeing people that were born in East Boston, lifelong East Bostoners. You're seeing people that come back into the neighborhood. It really is, East Boston is a special part of our city.
You get your face painted today? All right. There's already a line. We started East Boston Pride Day 28 years ago when many families were moving out of East Boston for various reasons. But there were a lot of vacant storefronts, abandoned homes, and what I wanted to do was just have a celebration, bring the neighborhood together.
Dots all the way around its body. Spikes? Not spikes. Those are eyes. There's little eye spots all the way around.
My name is Tressa Gennady. I'm with EVEC, which is East Boston Ecumenical Community Council. I am the new Aspiring and Escalada Coordinator. So they're after-school programs for high school students where we offer services in homework assistance, English tutoring. We have a computer lab, so if students don't have internet access, they have it at EVEC. We have educational field trips, educational workshops. We prepare them for college, SAT prep, personal statements prep. So yeah, it's a great after-school program for high school students.
friends back here. My name is Neri Castro, and the name of the organization is Boston Neighborhood Health Center. Presently, I am at the Outreach Department, which is the department that is in charge of being involved in all the community activities and trying to let them know about all the services that the health center provides, from pediatrics to geriatrics. We always like to get involved with the community to let them know all the different, like I said, services that we provide and a lot of other things that they might not be aware of. We do have our own interpreter services department, which help us with, for example, when a patient has an appointment and they don't speak the language, they don't speak English, they come and help them where they are. They either come in person or do it over the phone.
We're down here at Pierce Park Sailing Center. We offer free sailing to the community in the youth program. We run a 2-month youth program, which is open to everybody in the greater Boston area. We also offer a adult membership course where people can come down and learn how to sail and buy a membership and come down and take the boat sailing whenever they like. We're open from May through October. The other side is we have an adaptive program where we work heavily with people living with disabilities in the greater Boston area to get them out on boats. So we actually have Hoyer lifts that will winch people up out of wheelchairs, and we'll put them on specially adapted chairs and take them out sailing, and they'll do, as much as their abilities will allow.
Things are changing in East Boston. I always say the best is yet to come. So there's a lot of good things happening in East Boston. I'm proud to represent this neighborhood, and I'm so proud of the people that live here, that stayed here, and worked hard to make East Boston what it is today.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Briggs, here with Boston Neighborhood Networks around town, standing in front of Mattapan's Finest in Grove Hall for the 7th annual Cuts and Curls Back to School event. About the Cuts and Curls event that's happened for the last 7 years, how it's gone, how it originated.
How this whole thing started, my father of 6, 3 girls, 3 boys, and the one thing about me, I love taking my kids to school the first day of school. So when I took my daughter to school, first day of school, I looked around, I seen a lot of kids, and they had their hair done. Little girls didn't have their hair done, little boys didn't have their hair done. And I said, what can I do? What can I do? So I thought about it about a year, then I brought it to attention to my staff. I said, listen, let's give some free haircuts to these kids. First day of school, your self-esteem should be to the highest. You think about if a kid, don't have a haircut, don't have a backpack, he's already going to go through ups and downs throughout the year of school. So I think that a kid's self-esteem at the highest the first day, I think everything will be all right.
What's your favorite subject?
Math. I love multiplication, fractions, addition and subtraction, and division.
A lot of the outlook for this for us is about building self-esteem, so I make sure that they understand how to keep their hair up, how to maintain it, what not to do to it, what to do to it when you're getting ready to shower, what to do to it in the morning, what not to put in it. So that's a huge thing, because we want it to be able to hold up for them. And it's about teaching them how to maintain it. So I don't just style their hair. I make sure they understand how to maintain it. This is our 7th year. It seems like for the most part it's getting bigger and better every year. Every year. We get more sponsors, we get a lot more volunteers. Some girls come back every year. I talked to one girl this morning and this was her 5th time being here. I've been working with Jamie for 16 years. So we have some people that's here from other salons, but myself and the sister behind me are the ones that work here.
It's always been a big turnout, so it's expected, you know? So yeah, we're here.
On average, how many kids heads do you do?
Grand total, we do 200 and more children come through here. The girls, we have like 60 to 70 sometimes, so.
I have in-house barbers and in-house stylists, so what I do every year, I recruit different beauty salons and different barbershops to come out and donate some time, and that's how we do it.
Is this where you work normally?
No, this is not where I work normally. Normally I work at 221 Dudley Street in Roxbury.
Can you talk a little bit about the experience doing this type of charitable work?
I feel really elated about doing it because, you know, it's giving back to the community and, you know, it's for the kids and good kids, good future. I got kids myself, and my slogan about kids is preserve the youths, preserve the future. So I'm really elated to be a part of this. You know, it's a good feeling to be a part of something good. You know, it's good, real good feeling.
How old are you?
8 years old.
And where do you go to school?
The Trotter.
What's your favorite subject?
Science.
Why do you like science?
I like science because you get to learn about insects and make different things.
Are you excited about your haircut today? What you getting done? Is there a certain design that you're getting?
No, I'm just shaping it. My mom said shape it up.
First year I started on my own. We didn't have no sponsors or nothing. We just did free haircuts. Second year came around, the Boston Foundation jumped on board. Thanks to Miss Natasha Craig, you know, she's a wonderful person out there. And so I got my first grant through the grassroots program, and we was able to buy backpacks, put school supplies in them.
You know, you can see the kids that come back year after year. You know, from the first year they're here, they're shy, they're not talking, and now you can see them blossoming. You know, they're more outgoing. They say their school year's good. They love this. Their parents love it. You know, and it really puts them a step forward in school, and that's what we really like to see.
What's your favorite subjects in school?
Art.
Why you like art?
Because you get to do anything.
What's your favorite subject?
Math, art, that's all. Because first math, because you get to learn more about time and subtraction and pluses. And art because you could try your best to like make designs you want.
Every year it gets better and better. You know, you got to think about it. Every year you bring on new sponsors so you can get better product, get more product. What I want to say to like a lot of business owners, I'm not asking them to support me, but at least do something. You know, don't just come in the neighborhood and, you know, just suck all the blood out of the people and go back, you know, to the suburbs. You know, give something back to this community that you're getting rich and wealthy off. That's all I say. I mean, I live 4 blocks from here, and I don't want to live nowhere else. So I'm in the community. I live in the community. I work in the community, and I think, you know, the community, you know, they love this event. You know, everybody comes out.
Some people don't have book bags and like that. People don't have book bags or school supplies. They're like when they have like this, and they can't afford haircuts. So like mostly when I come from school, I'm going to school. There's like a lot of people that don't have like haircuts and nothing. So they're like that. This like is helping people out.
You know, being a single parent of 3 kids is not always easy, so I always understand there's a need for help and assistance. All my kids, even my daughter, they come in, it's nothing but love. It's a safe place for kids, for you to bring your kids. And that's rare nowadays, to have a safe place to bring your babies and you feel comfortable and you feel secure, especially me being a single mom. I have one as old as 14, one as young as 4. So it's very important that connection's there as far as community and families, because it definitely does take a village.
Thank you for watching. You can always find us in dozens of our shows on issues and events affecting Boston, online at bnntv.org. And remember to tune in next week for another edition of Around Town.
Around Town is made possible by funding from Comcast and is produced in partnership with Boston Neighborhood Network.
Comcast recognizes the importance of digital literacy in the lives of children in an increasingly connected world. Educational and career success depends upon digital knowledge and skill, so we're pleased to offer Internet Essentials, a program designed to expand digital literacy and broadband adoption. Internet Essentials was created to provide students and their families access to fast internet service in their homes at a reduced price. For those who are eligible for the program, Comcast will offer fast internet service at the family's home for $9.95 a month. This low price never increases for customers in the program. The family will have the option to purchase a computer for under $150 when they enroll in the program, and the family will enjoy the benefits of free internet training, online, in print, and in the classroom. To be eligible, a household needs to be located in an area Comcast offers internet service, have at least one child receiving free or reduced price school lunches through the National School Lunch Program, and meet certain other eligibility requirements. Internet Essentials is designed to help students connect to the internet at home so they can access online educational resources and other important websites. In addition, Internet Essentials will support the efforts of teachers, enabling them to use online resources to expand the flow of information and learning for each student and their families.
If you're a family whose child is receiving free or reduced lunch through the National School Lunch Program, you may be eligible to participate in Internet Essentials. Please call for additional information, 855-846-8376.
We all know that high-speed internet is essential for success. That's why Comcast developed Internet Essentials. Internet Essentials is available to households with children who receive free or reduced price lunches through the National School Lunch Program. Because of Internet Essentials, my kids can do schoolwork at home, and our family can enjoy email, share photos, and watch videos. I can even pay bills. Call to see if your family is eligible for Internet Essentials.
As a journalist and a mom, I know the internet is essential for success. That's why Comcast developed Internet Essentials. Internet Essentials is available to households with children who receive free or reduced price lunches through the National School Lunch Program. Participants receive affordable high-speed internet, a low-cost computer, and free internet training. Call to see if your family is eligible.